Okay, there we go. That did take a little while. Now, once I have the one section done and I have made it a component, I can go ahead and make the other components by doing a duplication process. So, since this is highlighted, what I want to do is I want to hit my M key for my move tool. Alright, I'm going to click on the bottom edge, hold the left mouse button down. I'm going to hit the Control key, which gets a little plus sign right next to my pointer. And I'm going to take and I'm going to then just slide this over. And what I want to do is I want to slide this over 9 inches. There we go. And notice that that dotted line goes across there. If you look very closely, there's also a red line. That means I've made it go right straight across. That's really important. See, if I go this way, I don't have that red line. There's the red line. And I want it the red line, and I want 9 inches. And release. Now, before I do anything else, I want to make the duplicates that I want to make, and I want a total of 5 sections. So what I'm going to do is type in the letter 4, and you'll see that appear in the bottom, and then the X key for multiply, and then enter. And you will see what will happen is it'll immediately draw all my sections for the dividers that make up the panels to make my cabinet. Now, one of the things that may or may not have happened is because of the process I'm using, I probably lost my original 38 inches or 32 feet, so I can go back and correct that. And how I'm going to correct that, so I'm going to take my measurement tool up here, click on that corner, bring it clear down to this corner, click on it, and pull my measurement out. And you can see what I have is a measurement of 3.5 inches, and I want, 3 feet 1/2 inch. What I want is 3 feet 2 inches. So if I click on all 5 of the panels and highlight them, alright, so they're highlighted. And then if I hit the S key, which gives me the scaling capabilities, I can then click on this center green square, and you'll see how it grabs the eye through the center. And by pulling this now back and forth, I can change the overall length of my area that I want. Okay, again, I'm getting not as small of a measurement as I want, so I'm going to move in so I can make smaller changes. Okay, a little bit closer. Move it so I can see my measurement. And sometimes it desires to be a little tricky. So if I can get a little closer and accomplish the same thing. Okay, I've got it a little bit bigger right now. And sometimes if that happens, I find maybe what I have to do is deselect, go back, select again, and get in a position so I can get in close but still see my measurement. Hit the S again, pick this one down here. Okay, it's not wanting to cooperate this time. So there's another option you can do if you need to be very precise. If you look down in this bottom corner, you'll notice that the proportional change that I made was a scale of 99. And I'm not quite there yet. So what I might do is I'm going to come down here and change or type in a new number. So I'll do 0.995, enter, and see what happens. Okay, you can see how the number changed now to 3 feet 1 7/8 inches. So what I'll try now is 0.997, enter. Okay, I'm getting really, really close. So again, 0.999. Let's try 9, enter. There we go. So I've got my 3 feet 2 inches. So sometimes if the scale tool or another tool you're working doesn't quite make it, by playing with this percentage number down here, you can get the measurement that you want to keep everything in the exact size and shape that you want for what you're designing for your trailer. So again, SketchUp has many automatic tools, and I've talked about this before, and they work really well. But sometimes you have to come in, make small adjustments to get an exact measurement you want. And so using this measurement scale down here and changing your percentages or your inch sizes, you can usually get exactly to where you want within 2 or 3 tries. Okay, the next thing that I want to do now is I want to come back and I want to put in these boards to work on the rest of my cabinet. And what I'm going to do is nothing is selected. And that's what I want, because what I'm going to do is come back and click on the box tool and come back and draw a box end here. Because that is gray, I'm going to click on it first and use reverse face to make it white. Hit P for the push-pull tool and slide that all the way across so that I've made the first board for the first section for the support. Excuse me, we need to do that on the other sections as well. And again, as I'm doing this, just a reminder, notice I have nothing selected, so that I can do this now without interfering with the components I made for the sides here. If I had something selected like this and tried to do this, I would get some interference between the two. Again, my rectangle tool. Okay, I need to change that to white. So I'm going to use reverse face. Push-pull tool again. Okay. Now on these sections, what I need to do is a similar kind of thing. I need to add my kick plate pieces. Start on the corner. I want to come over, draw a box, and I want it just, again, a 1/2 inch thick. So I'm looking at my measurements down there. And okay, I've got 2.5 by 1/2. Click. P tool. And I might need to, yeah, got that a little long. Again, when you're doing this, remember, if you click on the part you want to push-pull and then just bring your pointer up to the surface you want it to be parallel to, it will automatically kick into the right place. All right, same thing to get my bottom board here. Oh, excuse me. Always works best when you work towards an angle like this. And there's my 1/2 inch. Designing an Airstream with SketchUp, we will be looking at cabinet making